Well, I think the main element that sets this home apart from all of the others is the superior quality and true craftsmanship that was done here by Racing Green Development. You know, you really get this sense of refreshment and kind of relaxed feeling as soon as you enter the home. The home has a sort of therapeutic energy across all sections. It has every quality that establishes itself as an entertainer's paradise, yet it is still comfortable and large enough to house a happy family. This is a newly renovated Encino modern mansion with a massive pool area, impressive views, private gym, and one of the coolest garages that I personally have ever seen. And we're about to tour this property right now, so let's get started. We are here in the hills of Encino, California, about to tour this amazing customized modern property. Displayed here on the exterior, you can see that the property is nicely gated with beautiful landscaping situated all throughout. And you actually have this staircase access taking you up to the massive front door with several water features. But before we talk about that section, I actually want to take you over here to the left-hand side of the property where we have the two-car driveway area leading you into the nice wood reclaimed two-car garage. And this garage has a very special feature that we have only seen one other time on this channel. If you follow me in through this section, you have beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the views of Encino, California every single time you pull into your garage space. This is remarkable, something we rarely ever see on the channel. Beautiful views. Imagine pulling in with your supercar, you lift up the door and you see this every time you go into your custom modern estate. Pretty remarkable. As I said, you've got the custom wooden panel detail displayed across the exterior of that garage door. And you'll also notice that it's displayed right above me as well here on this cantilever design that stretches all the way down to this side of the property. You've got a smooth stucco finish across the exterior. And if we continue our tour down this walkway, these are the stairs that I was mentioning to you all in the beginning of this section, leading you over into your massive pivot door. You've got the water feature displayed on my right-hand side. Beautiful waterfall comes down. Such a peaceful and tranquil environment to enter every single time you come home. If you pan up, you can see the reflection up there on the cantilever. Really cool detail in my opinion. It's also set nicely below the street level as well, so you have that extra element of privacy. You can only see one of the two stories from the street level as well. We've got more of the custom vertical wooden paneling displayed all across this section. Outdoor chandelier above me, and we've got the massive pivot door taking us inside to the open concept entry. Before I mention the formal living, dining, and kitchen area, I want to take your attention over to this screen really quickly. So this is a fully smart home here in Encino, California. We'll see these screens located throughout the entire property, and if you come a little bit closer, you can control items such as the lighting throughout the entire property. Really cool design in my opinion, and you can also have music playing throughout the entire property as well. Super cool. You can also view your security cameras from these screens as well throughout the entire property. Now, upon entering this section, we've got a double-heighted ceiling with a matching chandelier to the one that we saw out there in the exterior. You've got beautiful staging all across this section. A continuation of the vertical wooden panel details can be found here in this entry as well. You've also got a little coat closet over here on my left-hand side, and let's enter because this space is super open concept. You've got the formal living room area directly in front of me. On the left, the formal dining, and to the left of that, you've got the kitchen. So let's break this down one by one. First things first, you've got beautiful staging all across this formal living room area. You've got a continuation of the vertical wooden panel details layered on this section of the wall. You've got extremely high ceilings, and if you notice, the ceiling actually kind of slants when you move your eyes over through that section. Pretty cool detail in my opinion. You've also, of course, got the floor-to-ceiling sliding glass doors overlooking the impressive views of Encino, California. If you want to just take a little bit of a sneak peek, this is what you're working with every single time you're relaxing with your friends and family in the formal living, or you can be eating a meal overlooking these views as well. So now let's talk about the formal dining room section. You've got seating for up to 8 of your guests at this section. Another custom modern light fixture is positioned right above this table. Also, something else I wanted to mention, if you look down at the floors, you've got an engineered white oak flooring that can be found throughout the entire property. It adds a nice sense of comfort to the property, which is something I think is really ideal for families to live in this property. Of course, when you're dining at this table, you're surrounded by more views, floor-to-ceiling glass all around the section. I mean, this is just absolutely breathtaking. And before we talk about the kitchen, I actually want to take you out here really quickly because, of course, you've got the seamless indoor-outdoor flow taking you to this space. You've got several seating sections staged around this area, overlooking the impressive views and looking down below to your well-appointed backyard. You've got the massive infinity edge pool, a couple more seating spaces. We'll be seeing that later in the video, so you should definitely stick around for that. Now, one more thing I wanted to talk about before we mention the kitchen area is that you have these custom kind of rebar designs which actually nicely enclose your staircase, but you can still somewhat interact with your guests when you're walking down this space. It's a nice open yet closed concept design. You've got the staircase taking you down to the lower level, but I think this rebar design is really cool, completely customized for the property. Now, down this hallway, we've got access into a couple different bedrooms, but before we see that, we have to come through this area and talk about your well-appointed kitchen space. You've got custom marble countertop details and backsplash situated all throughout this minimalist kitchen space. You've got super clean lines for the cabinetry. No handles are present. Right here you can see that you have more of a 3D textured wood tone, and press to open for all of those. Super cool. Press the simple button again, and that closes right up for you. And something else cool is that it's actually in more of a natural wooden tone to contrast with the bluish gray that they have added over here on the lower cabinetry spaces. Pretty cool. You've got another one right over here. Pretty awesome design. You've got your 5-burner Wolf design stovetop displayed over here on my right-hand side. As I mentioned, you've got the exact same marble countertops to match the backsplash over here. You've got some of your built-in outlets located throughout the entire kitchen section. Also, just wanted to show you these massive deep cabinets, and you've got this little secret one displayed over here in the back, and they're also super buttery smooth soft closing. Gotta have it. Over here, you've got your Wolf design, microwave space, touch to open. Pretty cool. Press a simple button and it nicely automatically closes for you. You've got your built-in sink section with the matte black fixtures on this area. You can be washing your dishes overlooking the views of Encino. You've got the mountains all the way over there in the distance. Beautiful greenery. This is pretty remarkable. Now we've got more of the bluish gray cabinetry displayed below. Of course, all soft closing. Panel dishwasher is actually located here to the left of the sink area. You've got more, of course, custom cabinetry spaces, beautiful staging all throughout. Coming over through this section, you'll notice that we have more of the 3D natural wooden tone cabinetry. Pulling this section out, you've got some ergonomic storage designs right here, and then you nicely close it up, and it's all soft closing, which is pretty cool. Up here too, these are all going to be push to open cabinets, and then you've got some additional pull-out shelving spaces in more of that bluish gray tone that we have been seeing throughout the rest of the kitchen area. Did I mention it's also a waterfall edge, which is a pretty cool design. And continuing our tour over here to this section, we've got the nicely wood paneled fridge freezer side-by-side area designed by Sub-Zero. Nice modern interior like the ones that we usually see here on the channel. You've got some additional upper push to open cabinet spaces, pretty nice to have, and all soft closing too. Also, this I thought was pretty cool. So some additional ergonomic pull-out shelving right over here, and also soft closing. Now, another detail I wanted to talk about, this is where you have your Wolf designed double oven setup. Also, this is push to open too, which I thought was pretty cool. Nice, sleek, modern design. You've got top of the line appliances all throughout this kitchen area. Now, if we continue our tour through this door right over here, this is actually the secondary kitchen area. You'll notice a similar marble detail there on the countertops, matching there on the backsplash. You've also got another wooden panel dishwasher, pretty cool addition, more custom natural tone cabinetry throughout with the matte black fixtures there on the faucet. And if we continue our tour through this space, this area seamlessly takes us over into your walk-in pantry where you've got floor-to-ceiling floating storage all throughout this space. Now, if we continue our tour, we've got this small set of stairs which leads us back into that hallway I was mentioning to you all, which takes us into a couple of more bedrooms. Follow me through here, and this is going to be guest bedroom number 1 for this upper level. Upon entering, we've got the high ceilings in this section. As we saw a little bit earlier, you may notice that they are slightly slanted in here, which is a pretty cool attention to detail. You've also got the shadow edge molding lining the perimeter of this space. You've got picture window views looking out over into your beautiful greenery there in the front yard section. We get tons of natural light in this space. Beautiful staging across the section. 2 mounted light fixtures displayed on either side of this bed. And if we continue our tour over here to my left-hand side, we've got access into the ensuite bathroom. Upon entering, you will notice that you have the floating vanity with the custom wooden cabinetry displayed below, massive deep shelving, which is always a plus in these guest bedrooms. You've got the vessel sink, mounted faucet, mounted mirror, and continuing our tour, we've got the glass enclosed walk-in shower space in this section. We've got the nice tile work stretching across this entire side of the bathroom. We've got the mounted rain head, fabricated shelving inside of this space. Linear drainage is located down below, and we have the same tile floors in the ensuite bathroom that we also have in the shower space, which I thought was a pretty cool detail. You can also push the door or pull it. I always think that's pretty cool too. Now let's continue our tour outside of this space and continuing down. This is the closet. So you've got plenty of space in there, super heavy, good quality door too. Now, continuing our tour down this hallway, this is your 2-car garage area, overlooking the views, super, super neat design. Also, vertical wooden paneling is up here on the ceiling. Pretty cool. Now let's continue our tour back through this space. Follow me down here, and over here on my right-hand side, we've got the sectioned off living room area, staged again with beautiful furniture all throughout. You've got the artwork staged around this section as well, adding the nice contemporary feel in this space. You get, of course, more picture window views out to your foliage. Tons of natural light comes into this space. Another one of those slanted ceilings complemented with the vertical wooden paneling details right above. And also something I wanted to mention too, you've got some push to open shelving spaces over here, conveniently sectioned off from the rest of the area. Now let's continue our tour, and down these steps, you will notice that this takes us right back over to the entry of the property. And if you follow me down this hallway, we've got access into another guest bedroom over here on my right-hand side. Again, we've got the double-heighted ceilings inside of this section. More of the shadow edge molding lines the perimeter of this room. You've got 2 mounted wall sconces on either side of the bed. And if we continue our tour right here, you've got double the amount of closet storage with all of your necessary floor-to-ceiling built-ins inside of there, which is a pretty cool detail in my opinion. Something else I also wanted to mention too, you actually get picture window views of your water feature and of your front yard foliage. So at nighttime, you can open up this window, listen to the waterfall every night before you sleep. Pretty cool. Now displayed over here on my right-hand side, we've got the ensuite bathroom, crafted again with another floating vanity design. You've got the vessel sink above, mounted mirror, wall sconces. You've got the built-in bathtub with the custom gray tile detail, fabricated shelving. 3D custom blue tiling can also be found throughout this section too. And we also will notice it here in the walk-in shower space. This shower is super cool. I love this one because if you look above, you actually have a skylight. So every time you take a shower in here, you get the nice sun rays in here. Just really cool overall design. You've got the mounted rain head, fabricated shelving, linear drainage. Feel like you're outdoors every day when you take a shower in here. Pretty cool. Glass enclosed, of course. And I will close this up and I want to continue our tour down this hallway right over here. We've got the powder room right across the hall. Upon entering this space, we've got a gorgeous modern light fixture positioned in the center of this room. You've got a similar 3D wooden panel detail displayed on the push to open cabinetry located right below that floating vanity. You've got the vessel sink and one of my most favorite faucet designs ever. Flip it on like so, and it's actually mounted up there on the ceiling, which is such a cool modern design. Don't really see that too often. And of course, it's all matte black like the other faucets that we have been seeing. Now let's continue our tour down through this section. We've got some built-in bookshelving spaces, all floating. And over here on my right-hand side, we've got the third guest bedroom for this property. You've got, again, extremely high ceilings in this section. We've got beautiful staging all across the room as well. Mounted wall sconces on either side of the bed. And continuing our tour through this section, we've got the walk-in closet area complete with all of your necessary built-ins, and you've got all of the soft closing cabinetry in this space as well. Now, if we continue our tour down through this space, we've also got more picturesque views looking out to the waterfall and the foliage. And continuing our tour, we've got the ensuite bathroom. You will notice it is the exact same layout as the last one that we saw. Just again, a quick rundown. We've got the built-in bathtub, tile work displayed up to the ceiling, skylight above your shower, linear drainage, and you've also got the floating vanity with the vessel sink right over here. Now let's continue our tour outside through this space. Right across the hall, we have the final bedroom for this room, and this is going to be the primary bedroom suite. The largest bedroom here in the entire property. You've got, again, modern, well-appointed staging all across this section, extremely contemporary design. You've got two dramatic hanging light fixtures displayed on either side of this bed. You've got a smooth stucco finish displayed on the far side of that wall, adding a contemporary feel into this space. Of course, upon entering this room, you've got the floor-to-ceiling glass opening up to the views of Encino, California. And this door actually connects us back into that oversized balcony that we saw a little bit earlier, connecting you back over into the formal dining and formal living room area. You've got, again, extremely high ceilings in this space. You've got a staged seating area right off of your bedroom setup. And continuing our tour, we have a little bit of a kitchenette space. Built-in refrigeration is located nicely next to the doorway of this section. You've also got some cabinetry, shelving spaces. They're also nicely glass paneled up above with a similar marble detail on the countertops. And continuing our tour, we've got some additional linen cabinetry spaces. Another one of those screens where you can control all of your music and all of your lighting for this room and for the rest of the property. Now over here on my right-hand side, we've actually got this slider door, which further takes us down a set of stairs to the backyard. But before we see that, I want to continue our tour down through this space, and we've got access into the primary closet area. Upon entering, you've got another dramatic golden light fixture right when you walk in, mounted in the center of the room. You've got the center island with all of your custom cabinetry, and all of these spaces, of course, are soft closing. You've got the beautiful marble waterfall edge detail over here on this center island. Tons of natural tone shelving spaces. downward sloped shelving for your shoes, super open, modern, custom, contemporary design. You've got the vertical wooden panel details right above this section, and you've got this floor to ceiling picture window looking out to the foliage, so every time you walk into your closet, you get tons of natural light. Pretty cool design. Now let's continue our tour down through this section, and over here on my right-hand side, we've got access into the primary bathroom suite. Upon entering, super bright, open concept, contemporary design. You've got the massive floating double vanity setup with the 2 vessel sinks, mounted wall sconces on either side of these 2 mirrors. You've got the vertical subway tiling located throughout this entire bathroom space. You've got the skylight above too, which brings in additional natural lights all day long. And if you take a look over here, floor to ceiling glass overlooks the entire city of Encino, California. Every time you're relaxing in here, maybe you want to take a bath and look out at the views. Maybe you want to take a shower and look down at your pool area. Massive backyard. You can see it all from the space. Such a great design in my opinion. This view is truly, truly remarkable. Now, of course, as I said, you've got the freestanding tub. Marble details are nicely located inside of that fabricated shelving. And around that, we've got a similar smooth stucco finish, kind of like the one that we saw over there in the primary bedroom area. Got a mounted rain head for the shower space, linear drainage, more vertical subway tiling all throughout. You've got the fabricated shelving, of course, just so much light every time you walk in here. Such great design. Now let's continue our tour through this space. You've got the sectioned off 3rd vanity area, not with a sink, but this is more of a preparation or a get ready area. You've got the 2 wall sconces on either side of this space, mounted mirror, and you've also got the pull-out drawer space right over here with some more of those 3D custom wooden designs. Pretty cool. And over here, we've got the water closet. You've got the motion sensor toilet. It lifts up right when you walk up to it. Pretty cool luxury design. And you've got another massive window, which brings in tons of natural light. Now, that concludes our tour for the entire upper level, but now we have to head down below and outside to that backyard space. So let's do it. Now, what I love about the backyard section is, of course, the panoramic views, the infinity edge pool with the large Brazilian Ipe deck, and you also have several large flat grass areas and a steel framed gazebo, all set amongst the backdrop of unparalleled views. We have just made it out here to the impressive backyard section. Upon entering, of course, you're just hit head on with impressive views of Encino, California. All of the greenery out here in the distance. It doesn't even feel like you are just a mere 20 to 30 minutes away from the city. It feels so private and tranquil out here in this space. Beautiful section all throughout. I mean, you've got all of the stage seating areas across this section. Outdoor dining table can seat up to 8 of your guests. You've got the modern railing all across this space, looking down below to the extra set of land that you actually own when you purchase this property. Pretty cool design, of course, more beautiful greenery across this entire section, views of your modern architecture. You've also got side door access taking you back into an additional living room on the lower level, which we'll see right after this. Continuing our tour, we've got a set of 4 pool chairs right off of your infinity edge pool. You've got the integrated hot tub inside of that section. Beautiful, clean, sleek, modern design, overlooking the views, of course. Play volleyball with some of your friends in the pool. Look out at Encino, California. Pretty gorgeous. Now, continuing our tour, we've got a massive grass lot. You can let your dog run around. You can let your children play a game of soccer out here if you like. Looking up at the modern architecture, looking out at your pool space. You've got another nice little sectioned off seating area with the shaded awning right above, so nice to escape the heat on those hot summer days like it happens to be today. And continuing our tour, we've got this set of stairs right here, taking you down to a little bit of a lower level gardening section, a nice little grass patch. And then this is the additional land that I was telling you all about that is included with your property. So you've got plenty of space away from your neighbors. It's an extremely private, modern estate. Got more succulent plant life and beautiful landscaping across this section. Views of the tile work over there on the infinity edge pool. And if we continue our tour back up this section, one more thing I just wanted to mention to you all. If you follow me right through here, you've got this stair access, like I was mentioning to you all a little bit earlier, which leads you back up into that primary bathroom door that we saw. Now, that's pretty much it for the backyard. So now we're gonna head back inside and check out the rest of the lower level. We have just made it down here into the lower level of this property. Upon entering, like the upstairs, we've got an extremely open concept design. You've got a formal dining room area, formal living, bar area, so much to see. But before we see any of these sections, I want to take you down this hallway really quickly, where we have access into a couple of different rooms. Starting over here on my right hand side, we've got the office area. It could also be a bedroom if you like, but of course it is currently staged as an office area. You've got the floor to ceiling glass overlooking the views of Encino, the views of your infinity edge pool. You've also got this door taking you out to the backyard as well. So if you have a hard day at work and you just want to jump into your pool, you could easily do it, which is pretty cool. Over here on my left, you've got the built-in closet section with all of the built-in shelving spots up there in that section. And continuing our tour, we've got this door right over here leading us into the ensuite bathroom, complete with this floating vanity design, vessel sink, mounted mirror, wall sconce above, horizontal subway tile details, and we also have a glass enclosed walk-in shower space right behind this door with more of the horizontal subway tile work, mounted rain head, fabricated shelving. And what's interesting is that this bathroom actually seamlessly takes you back out to the entryway of this lower level. Pretty cool, so your guests can use it as well. And continuing our tour back through this hallway, we've got the laundry room with space for up to 2 appliances. We got these similar marble details over here on the countertop, upper shelving, lower cabinets, built-in sink section. Overall, it's got everything you need, checks all the boxes. Now continuing our tour down this hallway, right over here on my left-hand side, we've got another staged office area, which could also be converted into a bedroom if you like. You've got more contemporary artwork staged across this area. You've got the outdoor access taking you out to the beautiful views. Of course, you've got the backyard around that corner. And if we continue our tour through this space right over here, we've got the ensuite bathroom complete with your floating vanity design, vessel sink, mounted mirror, built-in bathtub in this section with more of a pink tile work design, fabricated shelving in that section. And this pink tile work actually continues itself all the way into this glass enclosed walk-in shower space. You've got extremely high ceilings, more fabricated shelving, mounted rain head, and the linear drainage displayed right below this area. Pretty cool overall. Definitely checks all the boxes. Now let's continue our tour back down this hallway. Also, one more thing, you've got the walk-in closet area right over here with all of your necessary built-ins. Now let's continue our tour down this section. You've got the closet area over here, and as I mentioned earlier, you've got this formal dining room table which can seat up to 8 of your guests. Sit down at the table, overlook the views, overlook your infinity edge pool. Pretty awesome design. Now over here, something interesting we don't usually see in most properties, you actually have this smaller little built-in piece of marble right here, which serves as a bit of a countertop for a bar area. You've got seating for up to 4 of your guests right up here, so you can entertain people here, there, in the living room, in the bar section. You've got tons of spots to entertain your guests down here on this lower level. Now you've got the staged formal living room area, and something I thought was pretty interesting, if you look down at this collection of 4 TVs, you actually have views of all of your security cameras across the property. As I said, you can also access that footage from those little screens that we have been seeing throughout the rest of the property, but you can remain nice and safe and secure in your property, and you can always monitor what's going on. Now, something else I wanted to mention, this slider door takes you directly out to the backyard, creating that seamless indoor-outdoor flow. You can also feel that fresh air all day long while you relax in this section. Now, continuing our tour down through this space, we've got that outdoor access that we saw over there in the backyard, and I want to talk about your well-appointed bar area. Upon entering the space, you'll notice the 2 massive shaded light fixtures right above this bar section. You've got the built-in sink area, tons of natural toned custom cabinetry can be found all throughout this space. You've got the Sub-Zero built-in refrigeration right over here with the pull-out racks, which is ideal for storing all of your wine bottles. Super essential to have. It is also dual zone, so you can store them at 2 different temperatures if you like. You've also got another built-in refrigeration space. Again, super ideal. Pull-out shelving spaces inside of there. You've got these kind of mounted floating shelving spaces on either side of your bar area, so you can store some additional wine bottles or some alcoholic beverages, entertain all of your guests, make them drinks over here at this bar section. Pretty cool design. Of course, tons of custom cabinetry inside of there. And what else that I thought was really cool is that directly behind this space, we have this really unique kind of artistic walkway with these slit windows, which let in just a little bit of natural light. Looks amazing. And then this door takes you back out to the backyard section. But I want to take you guys all up this set of stairs right over here. We've got a storage closet here to my right-hand side. And over here on my left, we've got your staged workout / gym room. Super industrial design. You've got the exposed concrete details there on the far side of the wall. Staged bike sections, more contemporary artwork in this section. You got the mounted light fixture, and of course, while you're working out in this space, you are overlooking Encino, California. Extremely peaceful, tranquil out there. And then if you open up these doors right here, you also have some additional seating spaces. Super quiet out here. I think this is so peaceful. You've also got a continuation of those vertical wooden panels that we've been seeing throughout the rest of the property, located here on the exterior. Now, continuing our tour through this space, we also have an ensuite bathroom for this gym area. You've got the floating vanity, vessel sink, marble countertops, glass enclosed walk-in shower space with some more of those subway tile designs inside of there, fabricated shelving, mounted rain head, and you've also got the linear drainage displayed right down below that section. So if you don't want this to be a gym, you could make it into pretty much any other room that you like. Maybe you want to add a movie theater or a wine cellar, or you can even convert this into a bedroom as well if you like. Now, that concludes our tour for the property. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. This property was absolutely phenomenal. Again, huge thank you to the 2 listing agents for allowing us to tour their property. You can find all of their information down in the description of this video, and you can also find all of the development team's information down below in the description as well. And I will see you in the next tour.